From always appreciated belly rubs to high-flying backflips, playtime is an important part of the plan at the Mary S. Roberts Pet Adoption Center in Riverside. The animals are in good hands while the center helps find them forever homes.
We care for cats and dogs. A lot of the animals end up here just because their previous owners couldn't care for them, or they're kittens and puppies who were born, in unwanted litter. There's every kind of animal that you can imagine, purebred, mixed, young, old, everything in between. And these guys need help, they need homes.
But not long ago, the adoption center needed a little help of its own when it was threatened by a raging fire. That's when staff, first responders, firefighters, and the community joined forces to help the animals, like Obi.
So it was Halloween night, and the property behind us and right next door to us was fully engulfed in fire. We're literally surrounded by fire. So the business next door to us is a business who wax coats cardboard boxes. So their yard was full of cardboard boxes. So they had a tremendous amount of accelerant that went up very quickly. And they also had a propane tank that caught on fire and exploded.
The firefighters were actually at another fire just kind of over in the other side of the industrial area. They hear a big explosion, come to tend to this area, and then the river bottom was on fire. Next door was a blaze, all down here, all to our spay-neuter clinic just right behind you guys.
Today, it's hard to imagine the chaos of just a few months ago, but for the people dedicated to taking care of these incredible creatures, it's a night no one will ever forget. Adoption Center employees and local volunteers were the first to arrive in the wee hours of the morning. They quickly started moving animals to safety. Luckily, a shelter-in-place order was given soon after firefighters got here.
So shelter-in-place meant that we didn't have to move any of our animals out, that our building was safe, that first responders and fire had it handled. So what we did is all those volunteers and community members that showed up to help us, we asked them to help keep our animals calm. So they went into kennels and just soothed the animals. Fortunately, we did not have to evacuate all of the animals that we had here on site, which was about 95. We had about 95 animals in care at that time. But the first responders were amazing. We had about 8 engines that actually were fighting the fire for us. We had helicopter dropping water. It was quite amazing.
And the all-hands-on-deck method really worked. The property only suffered minor damage, and just a few animals were treated for mild smoke inhalation. Now it's back to the business of matching these little guys with new loving families. And as the center goes about getting the job done, they're moving forward with a renewed sense of hope thanks to the silver lining that emerged from that awful night in October.
It's been amazing. It was just incredible how the community showed up in many ways with their time, with monetary donations, and with giving us stuff. It was just so heartwarming and incredible to see the support that the community provided to us.
And when you look into these faces, an outpouring of support is completely understandable.